Are we rolling? What's going on? I guess we are rolling. Huh. I guess we are rolling. Huh. I guess we are rolling. Huh. I guess we are rolling. Okay. So we're gonna do some testing with the audio first and foremost, because I have no idea what this game is gonna sound like. Stream. So real quick, we're just gonna do a quick sound test. It seems like I'm louder than the game, but I'm not entirely sure. So if anyone can just give me some feedback on that. Oh wait, no one's here yet. Well, that's a problem. Is the game loud enough so you can hear it, or is it... do I need to adjust some of that? A bit louder? Alright. Crank that up. Maybe 2 or 3 decibels. Alright, well, hopefully that works out, and now I'll just wait a couple minutes, give people a sporting chance to join. I have 3 viewers, it seems. Okay, the more I stare at this image, the more beautiful it becomes. We'll start at 12:20, I'm thinking. Maybe a little bit more. And it seems like the chat shows up on stream, so that's good. I need to make sure to change that next time, because the chat only shows up when I have the game stream pulled up. So, yeah. I would change that right now, but I'll just keep it in mind for next time. Who made this? This is beautiful. It's honestly beautiful. So how are you guys today? All three of you. Yep, feel that. $12:20. Oh, it's 12:20. All right. Let's. Yeah, there's the chat. All that fucking chat right there. Cool. Anyways, time to restart the game. Alright, the official start to the Metroid Chronology stream. Hopefully the only time we'll ever have to redo this, because you can only play the first game so much before you realize what are you doing. Like, oh, that stops the game. Okay. Alright. Just let the little opening sequence play, and then we'll get right in. Oh, gotta make sure not to sing. As tempting as it is. Zebeth? What in the fudge is a Zebeth? That's not right. Are you in the right place? It seems like it. Welcome aboard, Red Donut. Alright, we've seen everything we need to see. Let's jump right. I hope so too. Alright, welcome to the official start to the Metroid Chronology stream, where we go in every game in order. So this stream is going to be specifically Metroid 1, then Metroid 2, and if we have time, we might do Super Metroid all in one go. If we don't do Super Metroid though, then that will be part of the next session, where we'll do Super Metroid paired up with Metroid Fusion. And then after that, will be technically Metroid Prime, but we'll probably do some other stuff between then, just to change things up. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to be doing Metroid all of my time here. Probably fall asleep before you even finish Metroid 1. Yeah. That was previously established, thankfully. So we're gonna go for the best ending as we can. But no guarantees though, because this game is kind of tricky when I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. So, you know how it goes. Yeah, so welcome to, I guess since we're doing Chrono stream, I should probably explain the story so far. So we are playing as Samus Aran, the bounty hunter, the funny Super Smash Bros. Character from Smash 64 for the Nintendo 64, 1996. $20 plus tax. And we are exploring planet Zebes. We have a mission here to stop Mother Brain and the Space Pirates from using the Metroids, which are basically bioengineered weapons, and, you know, doing evil shit with them. So yeah, that's what we're here to do. We're here to take down the Metroids. That's why the game's called Metroid, in case you didn't know. Let my voice turn into Grunkle Stands there for a second. What Crunkle Stan plays Metroid? Oh shit, I actually need to watch out for my health. Please back off. Thank you. Samus from Super Smash Bros. Versus the... Oh. Fun! Called Melissa's trophies. That's funny. Alright, well, we died. But we got the missiles. Yeah, I did get wrecked, didn't I? Well, hopefully we're still in time for the best ending, although I very seriously doubt it. Because the best ending is an hour long, or under an hour, sorry. And we might have already screwed ourselves. And we're about to screw ourselves again. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pretend this didn't happen. And... Hi guys, welcome to the Metroid Chronology stream. Session 1, Part 1. This is totally the very beginning of the stream. What do you mean it's 12 minutes? You're lying. Welcome to Part 1. We got Morph Ball. That's new. We didn't see that before. I can only get away with that because we're at the very beginning. If I died like an hour in, I would have been like, you know what, whatever. So, yeah, this isn't really... I'm probably gonna... Yeah, you know what? You might. I'm glad that was previously established. We have totally not had this conversation before. Totally have not. Alright. So let's climb the vertical shaft of doom. This is a really unnecessarily long corridor. Like, I honestly don't understand. We're still climbing, by the way. I know that's visually represented on screen, but we are climbing. We are doing a whole climb. That's 58% more climb per climb. No, I didn't just have a stroke. Alright, so let's actually try to pay attention now. We're heading for our next item in the game, which will be the missile expansion. As my friends have told me time and time again, the missile expansion is obviously the best weapon in the Metroid... canon. Nothing comes close. Honestly, like, look at that. It's flashing. That means it's good. Boom. First missile expansion. So what are we gonna do with missiles? Yes. We are going to open... In case you never played a Metroid game before, because, as we've established, only 10 people in the world have played a Metroid game. We use the missiles to open red doors. There are blue doors, which we can open with our little arm cannon, and there are red ones, which you open with missiles. Why? Look, man, I don't know. I just came here to play the game. I didn't come here to explain Nintendo's thought process to you. What do you want from me? God, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I've heard this before. Hold on, I need to switch back to... There we go. God, look at that frame dip. Dipping in frames. Oh, god damn it. You came in the room! It is. It is from Super, and I am angry. No, I'm not going to restart the game. He snuck aboard, came into my room. The sign clearly said no alien flying bug monsters allowed. God, so clingy. Take a hint, man. Me dying, too. Yes, me dying is also from Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo purchase. Available now on the Nintendo eShop. What do you mean it's not on the eShop? Of course it's on the eShop. Don't you have the Nintendo Wii U? The best console? Ugh. This sarcastic bit is just going on way too long. Let's actually send some positive vibes down. Okay, never mind. Never saying that again. That just makes me sound like a stoner. Let's try to get back up there. Alright, let's just real talk. Let's get back up there. Show the bug man that we aren't bugging around. And let's get our new upgrade, because I really want my new upgrade. Because I don't know about you, my current gun that shoots 2 feet in front of my face, it's terrible. It's awful. It's absolutely stupid. It's dumb. I hate it. And, yeah. Oh, right. Okay, the door's open. How long's the door been open? Got the long beam, which instantly makes the game 10 times better, because now we can shoot like a normal person. They said my gun length was this big. Look at it. Oh my god, it's the Screw Attack music. Remember Screw Attack channel? Game trailers? I know we kind of missed the mark on that joke, but I just thought of it, so... laugh. Anyway, so now that we got the long beam, let's explore further along, shall we? We're gonna head up to the second floor of, Brinstar over here. Because there's some goodies this way. Get up there. Get up. I'm not gonna fall into the piss today. Oh, I don't like the flicking... It's an NES game, so of course we have to have the flying Medusa head enemies. There's gotta be some iteration of them. Okay, can we not with this? God. Jeez. Yeah, I should have probably done some practice, because I actually have to talk over the game now, so this game doesn't have my 100% undivided attention. Which, as you can see, has caused me to die. 1 time, not 2 times, obviously. But it's okay, we got an energy tank. Energy tanks, in case you don't know, in case you can't figure it out, give you extra health. A whole 100 extra units of it, and we're gonna put it to good use. It also technically counts as a full heal, so that's worth mentioning. So anyway, on this side of Brinstar is another upgrade that we can come across. Okay, thank you. I actually was very worried that we wouldn't have missiles to open the door. But these guys are being fairly generous. So yeah. There we go. Those red ones take a few more hits than normal. I apologize if the controller clicks are very loud, by the way. That's an unfortunate side effect of not having good recording quality, or recording equipment. So, about Metroid 1. Metroid 1 is probably not one of the better games in the series. I mean, it's a fine game, it hasn't aged very well, it's very cryptic, it's very archaic. Honestly, it's not, the controls and gameplay is a bit inconsistent. You'll see what I mean once we get a bit further. Please, one of you, drop some missiles. Just one of you. Come on. That's not a missile. I don't know if you knew that. Game. Okay, I was about to get very upset now. These things take 5 missiles, by the way. That's kind of irritating. But hey, it's worth it. We got the morph ball bombs. And now we can do this stuff to enemies. That's pretty cool. Pretty nifty. Roll under you. You're not dropping any. No one's gonna drop anything good. I just want missiles, man. I want missiles. Just... Anyway, okay, we have more fault bombs, and so we're gonna continue following the chain of item collection. Because that's essentially what the first part of the game is. It's just you running around Brinstar, the first area of the game, and just nabbing all the items you can before you actually decide to do important stuff. So think of it like a little scavenger hunt. In space. I'm gonna try not to slur my R's and S's, but I kind of can't avoid it. It's just kind of how I speak. I don't know. Wow, we're taking a lot of unnecessary hits. I don't like that. And that was also unnecessary. Hopefully these guys will be a bit nicer about missiles. Because I really need missiles, man. I don't know what to tell you. Missiles are how I'm gonna get anywhere in this game. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, the stream's gonna be Metroid 1 and Metroid 2, most definitely. Because Metroid 1 is not nearly long enough to hold an entire stream over for. And... there we go. At this rate, I don't think we'll do Super Metroid. I think we'll do Super Metroid with Fusion for the next session. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm not even really gonna bother. I just want to get a move on at this point. Most of the stream up to this point has been me either dying or farming. I'm a bit out of practice with Metroid 1, even though I have been playing it a bit recently. A bit more than usual, anyway. But I'm a bit out of practice. And in tradition of making a fool out of myself, I'm gonna do something a little risky and head right instead of left. Because there is a way up to the 3rd floor of Brinstar, Green Brinstar. There's a shortcut you can take to the right that is faster, but a lot more tricky to pull off, especially if the enemy doesn't spawn when you want it to. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that we just got the Ice Beam. I think I did, but I have the memory of whatever the opposite of an elephant is. Okay, I saw the enemy in the corner of my eye. It looks like it did spawn. So we're gonna try to do some quick, tricky shooting. Oh, first try! Oh, okay, thank you, thank you. That is a lot harder to pull off than it seems. But it does save a lot of time, so it is worth it if you can manage to pull it off. And yeah, welcome to the 3rd floor of Brinstar. There's a couple of goodies to nab. A second energy tank, first of all, that's always nice. And a secret passage. Yeah, you're supposed to come from the other side, but that's obviously not what we're doing. Got some more missiles, so we don't have to worry about running out anymore when we're trying to open doors, because we'll be collecting quite a few missiles now from here on out. Every missile expansion gives you 5. Increases your maximum missile capacity by 5, so we'll be in pretty good shape as far as that's concerned. Now, this is going to be one of my only major sequence breaks right here. To save time, and just because it's how I always do it. If you can get a bomb jump going, you can get up to this door very early. That was actually a very clean jump. It usually takes you like 10 tries. Anywho, we're gonna do, you know, use that bomb jump to get up here early, because there's a very nifty upgrade over here. I keep saying nifty a lot. I should probably not use that word anymore. And here we go. We got the Varia suit. Or the Varia suit, however you pronounce it. I interchange them. I go back and forth for some reason. The Varia suit is pink in this game. I don't know why. It just looks like Samus is just in like a pink jumper or like pajamas. It's kind of funny, actually. Pink pajamas and gym socks. I don't really like Samus's sprite from the first game, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit jank. Very goofy. She has a big head, she has like a chicken walk, chicken strut. It's really bizarre. But, you know, first game, so what are you gonna do? So that's pretty much all of the items that we want to get in Brinstar so far. So we're going to make our way to the second major area of planet Zebes, which is Norfair. I hope, by the way, I know I did some volume testing earlier, but I still hope the game volume is good in comparison to my voice. Because honestly, audio is always what is a big concern for me. Anywho, we're going to drop all the way back down here. But this time, we're going to go further beyond where we grabbed the missiles last time. Because there is more to be explored. There is indeed more to be explored. Come with me, we'll go and see a place called Norfair. Who needs a Norfair? It's safer in Brinstar. No, I'm not going to continue that joke. I'm not going to continue that joke. It was bad. That wasn't even subtle. That was just dumb. Anywho, here's the elevator. Gonna head down to Norfair. So the reason I sequence broke to get the Varia suit is because Norfair is actually very dangerous and purple. It's very purple too. Did I mention it's purple? And yeah, the enemies are very dangerous, and for this early in the game, you don't want to be messing around too much in Norfair, so I decided to get the Various Suit while I can, because it cuts your damage in half, and that's very useful. I should reiterate, it cuts the damage you take from enemies in half. Actually, from everything. It cuts down the amount of damage you take from lava as well, which is kind of interesting. So, yeah, you know. Oh wait, actually, I don't want to go that way yet. I want to go this way. This is a 100% run, by the way, even though there is technically no purpose, there's no point into doing 100%, because the game doesn't actually calculate how many items in the game you found, it just calculates the time you took to beat the game. But I mean, more items the better, right? God, leave me alone. These guys usually don't follow me this far into the, into this part of the level. Oh, great. This game's very finicky, by the way. So this looks like a dead end, but in true Metroid fashion, it is not. Get used to that. Get used to dead ends not being dead ends. You feel? You feel what I'm laying down? I hope so, because, yeah. Anywho, using some skilled enemy freezing again, we're gonna try to get up there. Don't you... Oh. We had it first time, too. I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm not used to this kind of thing. Hopefully I will get better as we progress. Maybe one day down the line, I might even redo these Chronology streams. Because, I don't know, it's just, not really my thing. Gotta be real with you. Not really feeling how this all works yet. But, you know, as any new Twitch streamer will, I hope I improve with time. And I'll definitely take feedback, criticism, and the knowledge I gain along the way. Okay, this is just rambling at this point. Let's get back to the game. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, this hallway is actually probably one of the more dangerous hallways in Norfair because I'm not even bothering with the enemies. If I were not wearing the Various suit, I would have already been dead long ago. Playing that careless. Anywho, bomb a secret passage. Typically the secret passages in Norfair are always in that corner of the room for some reason. It's an interesting pattern. I don't know why it's there, but I'm not complaining too much about it because that just means a lot less memorization for me. Anywho, down here, we have found the high jump boots, which allow you to jump extra high. A stretch of the imagination, I know. Anywho, the high jump boots are actually how you're intended to get the Various suit, because you use the increased jump height to get up to that really tall door, that really high up door. But you see, if I did that the normal way, the stupid way, I would have had to go down to Norfair, get the high jump boots, run into a bunch of dangerous enemies, come all the way back to that part of Brinstar, get the Various suit, and then go right back to Norfair. And that's just, I don't know about you, but that is stupid. That is absolutely shitheadery design, and I would not put that in a Metroid game. Thankfully, they don't put that kind of design in any later Metroid games, right? Right? Metroid Prime, do you have something to say? No? Alright then. I'm not gonna make that. Yeah, I mistimed my jump. And here's a fun tip. Once you get to the green part of Norfair, immediately try to find a passage up. because there is a very, very useful upgrade here. I'm also very low on health. I should probably pay attention to that. And I wasted a missile. That's not good. Those are probably one of the most iconic power-ups in the game, the screw attack. Check it out. Pretty cool. Basically tap into your inner Sonic the Hedgehog and become a flying ball of destruction. Head back down. That's another secret passageway. Yeah, okay. I was like, did I go one too far? Wait, did I? I immediately blanked on where I just came from. Okay, yeah, no, this is the right way, because that's the dead end down there. You can tell because there's like giant there's like giant, those giant circle things. There's the little ones and there's the big ones. The big ones are, usually an indicator that that pathway is blocked. It's not really something the game tells you inherently, it's just something you kind of pick up on as you play through this game. I'm a bit worried about health, but we're actually trekking our way towards another energy tank, so hopefully that'll make our situation a bit better, a little easier to breathe. I keep falling in lava. That's a common theme in this stream, I noticed. I wonder if that'll continue. I actually do want to make a good presentation for Super Metroid, because that is my favorite Metroid game. And I want to play it well, and not like a dunce, like I've been doing this game. I mean, I'm okay at this game, I guess. It's not like I'm awesome at it, but I mean, I'm better than this, I know that much. I don't careen into lava pits every 5 seconds. But I mean, I guess that's just what happens when you're trying to talk about a game and play it at the same time. Anywho, got another energy tank, so finally we can breathe a little easier. Just a little bit. I also really want to start regaining my missiles, because one thing this game doesn't tell you is how many maximum missiles you can hold at any given time. So the only way I'm going to know if I'm on track for getting 100% is by making sure I have like max missiles at almost all times, which I don't right now, and that's a bit concerning. It'll be more of a problem in endgame, because I just need some confirmation to tell me I found every item in the game, because this game doesn't tell you that. And considering I'm playing this game live, I get the feeling I might miss something. Anyways, yeah, I'm trying to slow down the conversation a bit because I realized I talk a little bit too much. I have no idea what these things I'm running on are, by the way. They look like moldy gumdrops, which sounds utterly disgusting. But I don't know, that's what they look like to me. Now they're in the central green area, and I head left. Because, believe it or not, there's even deeper into Norfair to explore. God, my grammar is on point today. And this is admittedly one of the more stupid ones. I didn't mention this with the ice beam because they did it there too, but fake lava. Like, what is that? Is that supposed to be like ragu? Is that why it's fake? I don't... It's dumb. It's really dumb. And welcome to the olive room, where we are running around with some olives. Just olives everywhere. I don't know. I feel like this particular game, this particular stream is going to fall into the realm of obscurity, simply because nobody cares about Metroid 1. For good reason. Like, it's a well-crafted game, don't get me wrong, it really is, for the time. It's a well-crafted, it just doesn't age well. It's like Zelda 1. Zelda 1 is not fun to the general audience anymore, and honestly, I don't blame them. My problems with this game aren't really the crypticness, because it's slightly less cryptic than Zelda. My problems really lie within the fact that, the game is kind of finicky in the control and everything. Like, for instance, bomb jumping doesn't always work the same way. Trying to squeeze into secret passages in Morph Ball mode, sometimes you'll squeeze in, sometimes you won't, and I don't know what causes it. It's just luck, I guess. I'm not gonna make it, yeah. Closed on me. Oh, God, come on. There, oh, got hurt. Yeah, if you're on top of a block when it respawns, you actually take damage from that. Which is a ridiculous concept. And it's one they don't really get rid of until Super Metroid. So we're gonna experience it in Zelda 2 as well. Zelda 2, Metroid 2. Have I been saying Zelda 2 this whole time? Please God, I hope not. Because that is a really, really dumb mistake. I apologize if that's the case. Anyway, more Seahorses of Doom. What's behind this door? Since the beginning of the game, it's actually our next beam upgrade, the Wave Beam. Now, unfortunately, we no longer have properties of the Ice Beam. Instead, the Wave Beam just replaces the Ice Beam entirely. That's the bad news. The good news is the Wave Beam is, like, ridiculously powerful. Like, it's the best weapon in the game. Besides missiles. Okay, it's the best beam in the game. Out of all two of them. Or I guess 3 if you want to count your original arm cannon gun, whatever you want to call that. I guess by Metroid Prime logic, that would just be the power beam. Anywho, as you can see, by the name, as the name implies, the Wave Beam fires a beam that travels in like a sine wave pattern. It also shoots through It also shoots through walls. Thank you. Okay. So, that's not really something that's going to come into too much use in this game, but it will in, later games in the series, most definitely. Anywho, that's the last item we need to find this far in Warfare, so we're going to do a respawn. A little secret about Metroid, if you have the second player controller plugged in, and you press up and A while the game is paused, you can, essentially you respawn at the, at the elevator of whatever area you're in. Unfortunately, the game counts it as like a death, so all of your health goes down to 30. Because that's one thing that's pretty bad about this game, is, if you die, your health doesn't regenerate all the way, it regenerates up to 30, so you have to fill all your health back up manually. Which is not fun. I don't know what genius came up with that incredible game design, but I hate it. Everyone who's ever played this game hates it. But, I mean, it is what it is. This is why I'm playing Metroid 1, so you don't have to. Get the picture? Anywho, now we're gonna travel down a bit further. And we have some black-eyed peas in here, or some nonsense, which tells us we are going the right way, because we are actually headed for Ridley's lair. Yeah, we're headed to face Ridley. Ridley is technically the second area you want, the second major, I guess, dungeon slash hideout that you want to go to, but it's closer, so we're doing it first, and I really hope I can build up some health because I'm not in good shape for Ridley right now with my current sorry excuse for energy. So what we're going to do instead is just pray. That's all we're gonna do. Look, we're just gonna pray. I don't know what to tell you. And welcome to Ridley's lair. I'm gonna say right now, I'm not a fan of the music. It's somehow more repetitive than Bowser's Castle from the original Mario, and I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do. Like, it's like the musicians just flap their lips together and they're like, oh, that makes a melody. You know, they were just like, that's all they were doing, and then they were like, genius! So this is a very dangerous area, especially with the amount of health I have, so I'm trying to be very careful. I don't want to die here, because that'll waste even more time than we've already wasted. Okay, that guy's not a problem. I at least want to grab this item. We can die on the way back, I just want that item, so I don't have to come back here. I honestly, like, I only did this to save time. When you're playing the game, it really isn't worth it to drain your health. It really isn't. Like, I'm barely trying to hold on. But I actually might die. Oh, more. Okay. Please drop out. I made it all the way out, but at what cost? It's okay, we made it out though. We made it out, so we don't have to worry about that little hallway. There is an energy tank nearby, which was the only reason that I was able to justify, doing the respawn trick. As far as I'm aware, using the respawn trick is also the only way that you're going to get the best ending while getting every item in the game, as well. So, you know. Let's take another secret fucking passage down here. Skip all those guys, because I really don't want to be dealing with them right now. Like, seriously. I actually forgot where the pit is. I think it's right here, though. Yes, okay, thank God. For half a second, I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, talk about dickhead design. The NES games really love that. Anyways, we're at max health though, so we can finally breathe easily again. Okay, so this is a really stupid missile, because as far as I'm aware, this little exploit that I just did is the only way to get up there reliably. I've bomb jumped up there like once, but that was 1 out of like 20 attempts. So you're better off just doing that. Basically how it works is you roll into Morph Ball, and then you uncurl from a Morph Ball mid-air and you jump without moving left or right. It's kind of like Donkey Kong Country in that, you know, you do like a mid-air jump. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it seems like that's the only way to get up here reliably, so I don't know. If you miss the jump, the only thing that was up there is that missile, so you know. You can justify missing it, honestly. But, you know, this is 100%, because that's what I wanted to do. Am I upset about my decision? Not really. I don't really mind all that much. I feel dirty if I don't 100% Metroid games. I don't know what it is about it. Anyway, this is Ridley. Hey, Ridley. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. That's Ridley. Look at his kneecaps. Are you okay? Are you okay, my guy? Yeah, this is the whole fight. Normally, his fireballs are actually a problem, but for some reason they're just flying over me. I don't get it. So that door takes 10 missiles for some reason, although I could have sworn I saw someone open it with 5. I don't know how they did that, though. Ridley had an energy tank behind him, thankfully. Put him back into good shape. Ooh, I want that. Again, like I said, I want to make sure my missiles are as close to max as possible. Oh yeah, by the way, killing bosses in this game gives you a whole 75 missiles to boot. Yeah, no joke, it expands your missile capacity by 75, which is ridiculous. No other Metroid game ever does that. I'm not complaining, though. That just means less items, that means less missile expansions for me to collect on my own. I need a hydrate. That's better. I should have done that sooner. I'm talking all this time. It's probably why my speech has been so discombobulated. Now, if you're wondering why I haven't used the respawn trick to leave Ridley's lair immediately, it's because there's at least one last item to get here. I'll hold your enthusiasm. I'll just, end your enthusiasm right now. It's just another missile. Nothing to get excited about. But you know what? It means something to me. And damn it, that's all I care about. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know if we're still on pace for the best ending. I don't think we are. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. There it is. Victory, I guess. And now we're immediately leaving. It is honestly a pretty useful trick to have knowledge of. Assuming you can regain your health, no problem. And then we're going to do it again to wind up back in Norfair. So, what's next? Honestly, just item cleanup. There's a couple of items we neglected to get. There's a couple of items we could have gotten here that, honestly, like, the minute we came here the first time. But, I avoided that because what do you call it? I avoided it because it was just off the beaten path, and every detour I take, every path I take at the time I take it is to save time. I have what I consider to be a fairly optimized pathway for grabbing everything. If there's a better way, I'm not entirely sure. And if there is a better way, it probably requires, like, speedrunning shit. And I'm not good at speedrunning. No way, no how. The majority of these things are missiles, as luck would have it. But, I mean, there's quite a few of them. It's kind of crazy how many they put up here. But that's not all we're here for. We're here for another errand that we have to run before we head to the final area of the game, which is coming up fairly soon. We still have to go to Kraid's lair and fight Kraid, the other major boss of this game. And then we'll be headed to the final boss after that. When you know where you're going, this game is pretty short. The problem is you won't know where you're going. You just won't. So naturally, this game will probably take you like 5 hours to beat. And that's not even factoring in how many times you'll die your first time, because this game is pretty hard. Pretty hard if you don't know the tricks of the trade, like I do. Anywho, your eyes are not deceiving you. We got the ice beam back. Why? Because we honestly need to. There are 2 ice beams in the game. That was the second location for it. And yes, we have lost our wave beam in the process. Tragic, but we do need the ice beam for the final area of the game. Well, I mean, I guess you don't need it, but it is pretty recommended that you have it, and I did not mean to fall down. That is not the way I wanted to go. I actually wanted to go up to this door. Because there's not one, not 2, but 3 missile expansions in the same bloody room. Like, that's... I don't think I've seen that happen in any other Metroid game up to this point. If someone wants to correct me on that, feel free, but I don't know if I've seen that. Anywho, right at the starting area, we're actually going to go left now. This was something I used to do immediately upon entering North Fair, but now it's literally the last thing I do. Again, to save time. Yeah. Oh, no, I actually wasn't paying attention to my health, because I usually don't die here, but luck would have it that I die this time. Okay. Let's be careful, actually. Let's actually be careful. I want to die here. Yeah, I don't trust that. Alright, that's better. We're almost there, we're almost there. Although I am a bit worried now. Oh god. Okay. That's all we came here for. I apologize for how many times you have to hear the opening, Samus fanfare. I mean, it's a pretty nice opening, but it's just... I don't know, you have to hear it 20 times throughout this game, and, not what I consider the ideal Metroid experience, but, you know. So once again, we're gonna try to refill our health as we make our way to Kraid, because this is some pretty sorry position we're in. And it's only gonna get better as we keep taking hits like that. So this elevator has only one monster head, which implies that this is technically the first place we wanted to go. But I said, screw that, and I did Ridley first, so what are you gonna do? This is honestly one of my favorite tracks in the Metroid series. I really like Kraid's Lair. I especially like the Zero Mission remix of it. It's so good. So bombastic. So Metroid. I don't know. What do you want from me? Anywho, energy tank, that is a great sight to be seeing right now. There we go. Full health again. No, I'm not gonna sing. I already said that. I'm not gonna sing. As tempting as it is. You have no idea how hard it is not for me not to sing when I play these games. Like, I don't know what it is, man. So anyway, the gimmick of Kraid's Lair is that it's very vertical. But also, it has a lot of red doors. Like, a lot of red doors. So you want to have plenty of missiles when you come here. Which I do, because I have gotten literally every single missile there is to get up to this point. So we're good. We're good. Anyways, so yeah, there's a missile that way. And then we're gonna head, I think, through the top left door? It might be the bottom left. I don't remember, but I'm fairly confident in my decision, so we'll see. I hope chat's working, by the way. I haven't wait. I could have sworn I saw something, a glitch sprite in the corner of my eye. Might have just been me. Anyways, yeah, I really hope chat's working, because it was working earlier. I don't know, it's been a while, and I can't tell. There's no way for me to tell, to be fair. Anywho, we tanked a bit of damage there, but we're in good shape. Yes, that was a fake floor. No, I'm not gonna try justifying it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Another identical room. And another red door, just here to waste your freaking missiles. That's all they're good for. That's all they're good for. Yeah, these bug enemies are pretty obnoxious. No, I don't know the names of the enemies in this game. There are only a few that I actually kind of know the names of. Anywho, this is an optional secret passage. Bit of an Easter egg this way, too. This is fake Kraid. He's just a palette-swapped Kraid, and he dies in one hit, pathetically. And that's all there is to him. There was a fake Ridley, but it never got used in the game. There are sprites for him, though. I don't know. I find that pretty funny. There's just this fake Kraid lying around. I think it's funny. You are free to disagree with me. Anywho, falling down here is a shortcut right to Kraid himself. And no, I'm not bullshitting you. That is Kraid. That is indeed Kraid. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you. That was Kraid. And he's dead. And there's an energy tank hidden right here. Which, actually 6 energy tanks is the maximum amount of energy you can have. So... it doesn't actually give you more energy, it just refills your health. Which on one hand, it's kind of nice because it's like, oh, well, if I miss an energy tank, it's not the end of the world because I still got max health. But at the end, at the same time, it's also like, well, if you have the extra energy tank, why not just give me more health? Anyway, welcome to one of the other most obnoxious parts of the game, the climb out of Kraid's lair. Because these blocks rematerialize, and if they materialize on top of Samus, she will take damage and she will fall off the sides. And these, like, little platforms are supposed to be there to catch you, but they don't work. Like, I'm just being honest with you, they don't work. You're gonna fall over the edge. So you gotta be very meticulous with your timing. And it's not fun. It's not a good time. But, here we are. Here we are. Alright, we're out of here. Yeah, again, that's all I went that way for missiles. So, what are we doing now? We are actually going to fight Mother Brain. It's been a pleasant 1 hour. If we are still on pace to get the best ending, we are cutting it very close. Because... yikes. And that's probably not helping. Me falling down like a dunce. Not probably what I would consider helpful. I'm just getting sloppy, man. I just want to get this over with. Well, not over with, but I want to... I kind of want the best ending. Otherwise, I feel some sort of obligation to do the stream again. Which is stupid, and please don't tell me to do that. Please convince me not to redo the stream. Because that is just shitheadery. Anywho, that is the final energy tank in the game. And we're honestly just using it for a refill before we fight Mother Brain. Our missile count is looking promising. Because the max missile capacity is 255. But, so it looks like we're pretty close to that, so hopefully I'll collect some more drops on the way to Mother Brain, and I'll find out for sure if we got every item in the game. Okay, we at least have up to 250. But do we have 255? Yeah, we're probably not gonna get the best ending. I have a hunch. That death at the beginning of the game took us a bit of a ways back. Anywho, at the very, very top of the first corridor in the game is the entrance to Mother... Okay, wait. Hold on. I need one more missile drop to confirm it. I need one more. Come on, game. One more. One more. One more. One more. Come on. Come on. Damn it. I'm going to trust that we did. I'm just going to have faith that we did. Anyway, you go to Torian, you shoot the two Kraid and Ridley statues, and the gateway to Torian is open. And what's that I see? Oh no. These are Metroids! We're at the very end of the game, but finally we've encountered Metroids. Roll credits. And we also have encountered some Rinkas, which are those Cheerio enemies that you're seeing in front of you, or flying around. They're honestly probably more annoying than the Metroids. This is also the only Metroid game where you actually don't have to kill the Metroids in the final area. Funny enough. Again, we could totally walk past all of them. Although it might benefit me to kill a couple, to see if they drop missiles. because they drop a whole 30 if they drop any at all. So that might be useful. They also drop a ton of health occasionally, which is equally useful. I probably shouldn't be taking hits like that, because last time I tried to do this, I actually did die when I got to Mother Brain. So, you know, that's not fun. Please, one of you. I just need to know. No? What about you? You're my last chance. Well, that wasn't enough to find out, but again, I'm just gonna trust we did. I'll watch the playback, and I'll see. Not that it'll matter if I'm wrong in the long run, but I just want to know. I usually get everything, so I'm fairly confident. I don't know. Anywho, we have this long, ominous hallway with frame rate dipping like nobody's business, because the NES really cannot handle this many sprites on screen. Those Cheerios really eat up the RAM, you know? That probably made no sense. I don't actually know appropriate usage for computer lingo, so don't at me. Anywho, these little gateways, which actually have names, I know that much, they're called Zebtites, can only be destroyed with missiles, and they regenerate if you leave them alone for too long. So let's take them down. And we are at Mother Brain. There she is. There she is. What a nasty piece of work. Oh god, do not make me fall down here. This is not a good spot to be in. Please let me... Okay. So we're gonna try our best to freeze the Rinkas, but it's probably not gonna turn out well, like, already. Especially if I keep destroying them again, because if you freeze them, they won't spawn for a decent while. Alright, I'm just gonna say screw it. Because it's all or nothing now. Okay, she's convulsing quite a bit. Oh, god damn it. She's so close to death, too. I'll try to finish her off here. Okay, we did it. My eyes. Uh-oh. So in another staple of the Metroid franchise is the escape sequence. Le escape. Gotta get out before the Turian explodes, and so it's a bit of a anxious climb, but honestly, you do have plenty of time to get out. It's not really... Unless you are absolutely atrocious at platforming, you're not really in any real danger, I'd say. You know, so... It's cool. And that's a game. We defeated the Metroids. Great, you fulfilled your mission. It will revive peace in space, but it may be invaded by the other Metroids. Pray for a truce peace in space. Thank you, Japanese translation team. Oh, what? We actually did get the best ending. Huh. Barely, probably. We did it. Awesome. Congrats. I'm gonna let credits roll because I feel like it's only fair. So yeah, that was Metroid 1. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm honestly impressed that I managed to salvage that. I felt like that was rather atrocious compared to other times I played the game. But, no, I think we did good. I did, 1986. Yeah, next year is actually Metroid's 35th anniversary, I want to say. Yeah, 35th. So that's crazy. I wonder if we'll get anything good for it. Prime 4, maybe? Prime Trilogy on Switch? Who knows? In the meantime, that's the end of the game. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and pull up Metroid 2. So give me 1 second while I take care of that. And update the stream to say Metroid 2, Return of Samus. And we're going to get a logo for the interface. That looks good. Just want to make sure it's a transparent image. Ooh, wait, that one looks better. Take this one. So I'm going to put that. Move, place that with, that's nice. I'm going to put the game capture, set that up to be the, set that up with Metroid 2. And finally, I'm just going to make sure all my settings on the emulator are working fine. Should be. But I want to be on the safe side. And they were not, so it's a good thing I checked. Start select. All right. Oh boy. Video settings. Okay, this is probably going to be very loud, so I'm going to turn the game audio down in preparation. That's actually rather quiet. Scale that down. Or I have to resize the window because I actually had to edit it for last time. There we go. So I'm thinking of maybe taking a small break before we do Metroid 2. I don't know. Do like a 2-minute break, 3 minutes probably. I'm going to use that time to refill my water, so I will be right back. All right, we are back. We give it another minute or so before I kick everything into high gear. All right, I think we're ready to start. That actually might be too low. It's hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell. Not sure, but hopefully it's fine. Alright, so yeah. Metroid 2 Return of Samus is a Game Boy title, unlike its previous NES counterpart. predecessor, I should say. And not a lot of people are a big fan of this one. Personally, I think it's pretty good. I think I enjoy Metroid 2. Do I enjoy it? You know what? Actually, we're just gonna get right into the game. I just wanted to let the music play out a little bit as I kind of mentally prepare for this one, because it's gonna be a long one. It's a little bit longer than Metroid 1, or at least it feels that way. I feel like the game could stand to be a bit louder. Hopefully that's good. Hopefully. It's hard to say. I don't know. Is that better? Is that... Now let's just get into it. Yeah, welcome to Metroid 2. The, Game Boy title. So here's the thing. Metroid 2 is an interesting one. I personally would say it's far more well designed than Metroid 1 in like every way possible. Except for the fact that it is a Game Boy game. Because, I mean, like, just look at it. Okay, no, actually, I think the game looks pretty good as well. I was surprised at how well this game looks graphically. I think in some ways, I think it looks better than the NES version. The big issue with the game comes in the fact that it's on Game Boy and therefore colorless. Normally, I wouldn't mind the colorlessness of the Game Boy. It's honestly, I don't think it's that bad. But in a Metroid game where you need to rely on distinguishable set pieces to tell you where you are, a colorless game is not good for that. Metroid 2 is very, very easy to get lost in my personal opinion. If you can play this game in color, it's kind of a win-lose scenario, because contrary to Nintendo's belief, I don't believe this game was made very well with color in mind. Because the background, these sprites are all, like, transparent. What I mean by... actually, I'll talk about that later, because we actually have an enemy. This little bug thing just came out of the Metroid, that Metroid, egg or sack or whatever you'd call it. So yeah, let me change gears for just a second, because I should probably start off with the plot of Metroid 2. Metroid 2 takes place after... Well, first of all, it takes place after every single Metroid Prime game, which is interesting. Metroid Prime 1, 2, 3... Yep, takes place after all 3 of those. I don't understand why, but I'm not complaining. Probably just as an excuse to have Metroids in the game, given the events that happen from here on out. So essentially, Samus has come contracted by the Galactic Federation once again to travel to planet SR-388, which is the homeworld of the Metroids. This is their origin. This is their homeworld, and we gotta exterminate every last Metroid on the planet. Pretty grim stuff. Now, apparently, according to this game, there's only like 39 of them, so I guess that's not as bad as it seemed. New to this game is saving. It was the first game to have a save feature, which is very much appreciated, because passwords in Metroid 1, pretty long, pretty obnoxious, pretty dumb. But I mean, at least there was an option. At least there was something. But Metroid, but the other thing it introduces is energy and missile refill stations. Now, unfortunately, you do actually have to find them yourself. They're not just given to you outright. But, you know, But I mean, if you, they're there is the point I'm trying to make. They exist, and you don't have to grind for health all the time. Samus, what do you call it? I should probably think a little bit before I say anything. So Metroid 2, in my opinion, is one of the first Metroid games to actually try to do something with being atmospheric. There isn't a lot of music in this game. In fact, there's almost no music at all. And, well, to a lot of people, that's a bit of a complaint. And on one part, I'd kind of agree. But actually, it kind of works. I mean, many would argue no, it wouldn't, because it's a Game Boy game, and Game Boy games inherently can't be immersive and atmospheric. But I actually think Metroid 2 is a very atmospheric game. To its benefit and detriment, because this game is also quite boring if you play it for a bit too long, which I'm going to do because I'm doing this in one sitting. But I know where to go, thankfully, so that's my saving grace. So what's different about this game, gameplay-wise? Samus starts off with her Morph Ball and a set of 30 missiles to boot. And she can finally shoot down! Look at this! I don't know if I mentioned that in the last game, I don't think I did, but she can only shoot upward and forward in that game. In this game, she can shoot down. And this is our first Chozo upgrade. Or Chozo statue, whatever. And it's the Morph Ball bombs, because we already have Morph Ball. The Morph Ball bombs take a ridiculously long time to explode in this game. One of the few things out of many that I'm not a fan of in Metroid 2. The other would probably be the screen resolution, but at the same time, there's not much that can be done about that. Like, it's a Game Boy game. But I don't know, Samus is just a bit huge for the game screen. It's kind of alarming. Anywho, we got our first energy tank a lot quicker than we got... Well, actually, that's probably in about the same time. So yeah, much like Metroid 1, we're kind of starting off... Well, actually, no, not like Metroid 1, because Metroid 2 actually has a more linear progression in terms of its layout. So how it works is, you travel to an area, and you have to find your upgrades, as usual, like the Ice Beam here, made a nice return. And, you have to find your upgrades, and you have to find every last Metroid in the area and kill it. Once you kill it, the Earth will shake, or there will be an earthquake, and, that tells you that the level design has changed earlier, at an earlier point on the map. Because Planet SR388 is filled with a lot of lava, and by killing Metroids, for some unknown reason, that causes the lava to drain via earthquakes, which opens up more of Planet SR388 to Samus. So that's how the game kind of takes you down a linear path. You go to one area, you explore nothing but that area, and then once you're done, you move on to the next area. Rinse, repeat. So, it's linear in that sense, but don't get me wrong, there's still exploration. Each area is still kind of its own, like, little mini-map, in a way. So yeah, it still feels very much like a Metroid game, despite that. I personally enjoy Metroid 2 more than most people. I will agree it's not for everyone. I don't think it's aged super well, but I do think it has aged better than the first game. For one thing, it's a lot more consistent gameplay-wise, and two, it's not as cryptic. It's still a bit cryptic, not gonna lie, but it's not as cryptic. Also, we just got our first new upgrade in this game, exclusive to this game from this point. It's the Spider Ball. Those of you who are fans of Metroid Prime might recognize the Spider Ball from that game. Well, this is the origin of the Spider Ball. It allows you to scale basically any wall. It sounds broken, but considering we're traveling through a section of interconnected caverns, it really isn't. It really isn't all that broken. It's a useful exploration tool. Although, to be honest, it's probably one of my more least favorite parts of the game because you move really, really slowly when you're on the Spider Ball. And when you're trying to, like, scale ceilings and stuff, that's just, no bueno. Anywho, I forgot to point out that we've been getting a couple of missile expansions here and there. Missile expansions in this game actually give you 10 missiles apiece, which is pretty nice. Honestly, that's actually very nice. They also don't play the full jingle every time you grab them, like they did in Metroid 1, which is interesting. One of the ways in which I don't think this game was designed with color in mind, depending on like the color scheme you go with, the ice beam almost never is actually blue. It's usually whatever color Samus is, which, depending on whether you're playing on the Super Game Boy or the Game Boy Color, is either red or yellow. So, red ice? I don't think so. Whenever you see the empty shell of a Metroid, that is a good indicator that you're on the right path to finding the next Metroid. So, yeah. Sorry, I just got a warning on OBS. I don't know what that was about. Everything seems to be fine, though. There's no way for me to find out, though, so if anything's going wrong on that end, I can't tell. Unfortunately. Hopefully, in the playback, everything's fine. Although I doubt I'm gonna sit through the entire 2.5 or so hours this is gonna take. Not this game by itself, this game combined with the first Metroid, I mean. So I should probably have mentioned this earlier. I was going to, but I just kept getting sidetracked. The Metroids in this game, obviously you notice they look a bit different. That's because they are actually evolving. You know, this is their home planet. They have a little bit more time to grow and feed and whatever, so they are evolving. Those are Alpha Metroids, are the ones we've been fighting so far. They sort of resemble beetles to me. And they only take 5 missiles to kill, much like regular Metroids. I didn't explain that in the first game. To kill a Metroid, you have to freeze it and then pump 5 missiles into it. In this game, you don't actually need to use Ice Beam. You can just pump 5 missiles into them. Only original Metroids are weak to ice. I think what they were going for is that the new evolutions are impervious to ice. But honestly, wouldn't that make them weaker? That you don't have to freeze them before shooting them with missiles? I don't know. Perhaps I'm looking too deep into it. And here's the last one of this area, I believe. If you pause the game, you can see how many are left in the area in the bottom right. Okay, yeah, that's the last one. So... yep, Earthquake has basically confirmed that we are done in Area 1. And I think we got every item, too. So we're gonna mosey on over to Area 2. Oh, that was not... didn't get up there quite as gracefully as I'd like to have. But we're doing alright. So yeah, I opted to play this game without color. I didn't want to play it in black and white, like strict black and white, because I don't know what it is, but the black and white of this game really hurts my eyes. Or just playing any game in black and white, really. I don't know why. I guess the stark contrast between black and white, because that's basically as dark and light, as far apart as dark and light can get, is black and white. So it was just really hard to look at the white in contrast to the sharp black of the background. So I decided to go for a more muted, well, not muted, a more like, you know, a more, what do you call it? Toned down black and white, sort of. It's not pure black and white, it's kind of a, I don't know if I'd call it sepia tone. I mean, something like that. And I think it looks pretty nice. It's a lot easier on the eyes, and it's easier to distinguish things. I would have taken a poll to see if you wanted to see this game in color, but honestly, I don't feel like I would have had very much activity, so I just decided, you know what, I'll do it the way it was more or less originally meant to be intended to. The game, I'll show it the way the game was more or less originally intended to be viewed, which was in black and white, because it's Game Boy. So, you know, I think it's fine. So yeah, this music mostly plays when you're in like the central area. So as you can see now there's more lava, that's going to lead to Area 3 eventually. Once we take care of Area 2, so, you know, that's the whole gimmick. It doesn't really divvy it up or change things around too much. In that regards, the game can feel a bit samey, and I will definitely agree to that. The game is a bit samey. That's one of my few complaints. This is the last game in the series, though, that's really, like, kind of outdated, because Super Metroid, which is the next game in the series, I think holds up incredibly well. Incredibly well, and there's a reason it's my favorite Metroid game so far. And I've played almost all of them. The only ones I haven't played are Prime Hunters, because why would I do that? Prime Pinball, just because, and Other M, which I may play Other M someday, just not now. I don't know. I find it kind of hard trying to justify buying it. Anywho, well, we're in Area 2 now, which is... See, you kinda have to be creative and imaginative with how these places look, because the assets are pretty limited. But, this always felt like more like a factory, or not a factory, but like some kind of station, which I wasn't entirely off from, apparently, because even though AM2R is a fan remake of this game, they turned this area into like a water, like a hydro pump station, which is pretty interesting. So that's kind of just my headcanon for what it is now. If it was meant to be something else, I am not sure. There's not really a lot for me to go off of. And there's not a lot for you to go off of either. Okay. There's another Metroid. Just came out of its shell. And it's dead. Another secret passage. Oh, might actually have to use Spiral for that. Climb down here, and there's no Metroids, or at least I don't think there are any Metroids down here, but there are quite a few upgrades to get. in this section of Area 2. Yeah, I don't have any interesting names for these places, by the way. It's not like Metroid 1. There's Brinstar, Norfair, Torian, Ridley's Lair, Kraid's Lair. No. It's just Area 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as far as I'm concerned. No, it's up. But we got the Wave Beam! Ah, yes, our Honey Nut Cheerio shooting gun is back. And just like Metroid 1, it replaces the Ice Beam yet again. Although this time around, you still need the Ice Beam for endgame, just saying that now. But I think they handled the beam switching a bit better. You'll see what I mean later on. Ooh. Wait, where am I? Okay, I think I have I got lost there for a second. I have a vague idea where I am. There's a high jump boots. Okay, I know where I am. High jump boots make a return, and they are kind of ridiculous in this game. I don't know if it's just the the zoomed-in screen resolution making it feel like it, but the high jump boots make you move pretty freaking high. Like, look at that. Look at that. Anyway, there's some more items over there, but we have to go around the long way. Oh man, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have a whole lot to say right now. Which was crazy, because I had like 10 million different things to say about Metroid 1, and I just couldn't keep up. I still didn't get to say everything I wanted to. But, this game, I don't have a whole lot to say. It does introduce quite a few things into the franchise that I don't think the game gets enough credit for. But I mean, overall, like, I enjoy it more than most, but it's not one I go back to very often. The only way I can enjoy this game reasonably is if I take very long breaks between playing it, that is. Because, yeah, it's a short game, but it feels like it just never ends. I don't know. The gameplay just becomes monotonous rather quickly, and Samus... I think Samus control's fine, like, I can get used to it, but I won't deny that the control is kind of absurdly floaty. And it's not like Super Metroid, where it's like a floaty that actually kind of helps you out. It's just floating. It's not really fun to play. Or, rather, it's not fun to get used to. Anywho, make the, oh-so-strategic climb up. And climb back up here. This music is very weird. It's very alien. But it also feels kind of goofy. Like, others will tell you that, like, oh, it's very, you know, alien atmospheric, but I don't know, it just sounds kind of silly to me. This isn't really what comes to mind when I think of Metroid music. AM2R, of course, though, does a pretty good remix of this that makes it actually feel like Metroid music, so, you know. You have that. Anywho, head into this water section. Missile directly overhead. And, I sense a Metroid coming up. I don't know, just a hunch. Hello. Dunzo. Okay, this is one of the few dumb secrets in this game. Like, look at that. There is no telling that. There's no difference between that wall and literally any other of these little brick shit walls in the game. So I don't know what the hell they expected. Plus, you can't even just walk into that accidentally. You have to morph ball. You can't walk into that. So I think that's pretty stupid. I'm not sure if there's another point in... Oh, yeah, there is. There is another spot in the game. Thankfully, the only thing locked behind it is missiles, so again, not really a problem if you miss it. And Metroid 2, much like Metroid 1, does not actually keep track of your progress on item completion, so, you know, same deal, but I like to do it. I like to do item completion. So you notice the Chozo statue didn't actually have an item on it, so we kind of go and hit his... Gotta go to his, I guess, back garage, if you will. Ooh. We got the Various suit. We have acquired the shoulders. Yeah, this is the first game to introduce the traditional Various suit design with its shoulder pads. It's pretty cool. I like it. And if you're playing the Game Boy Color version, it's even nicer. Well, I think if you... I guess either or, if you're playing Game Boy Color or Super Game Boy adapter. The Various suit has like a red color. In the later games, it's more orange. But I actually really like the red on the Various suit. I think it looked nice in this game. Although when she rolls into a morph ball, she does look a bit like a tomato. So, there is that. Yeah, we're already almost at 2 hours. 10 till. Yeah, we're not probably getting to Super Metroid tonight, which is good. Well, not good, but I think that's kind of more what I was hoping. Because, I was hoping to get more people in for Super Metroid, make it a bit of a bigger deal. These games, it's kind of like, I'll do it just for the sake of doing it, but I don't expect anyone to enjoy this. You can only enjoy watching someone play this game so I can only make this so interesting. Speaking of interesting things, though, for once, this is a new evolution of the Metroid. That is a Gamma Metroid. They're a lot more aggressive. They actually have an attack, sort of a lightning attack. It's kind of weird. And they take 10 missiles to kill, so they're a bit tougher. But I still don't think they're very challenging. I think we took care of that one pretty damn good. Man, they're still regular Alpha Metroid, so you know. It's fine, we're fine. Drop down here, head to the right. These tunnels look a bit samey. They can be a bit confusing, but thankfully they're rather compact and small. There aren't a lot of places for you to go. I wouldn't, like, Metroid 1 and 2, especially 2, I would just say, don't even bother, get a map. If you want to find the items yourselves, sure, but at least have a map, because it's hard to tell even where you are sometimes. Like I said, especially with a black and white background. And I didn't even practice for this, but I'm hoping I'm doing fine. I feel like I am. Oh, we have to fight him in the sand, or whatever this is. That's different, but doesn't really add too much challenge, just a bit claustrophobic. Refill our energy real quick. And make our way out of here. I believe that was the last Metroid. Oh, no. There was one left. I was worried that I missed one, but I actually know exactly what Metroid what Metroid I haven't gotten yet. And I didn't forget about it. I just haven't, literally just haven't gone to fight it yet. So we're good. Yeah, get on out of here, I think is the exit. Yes, this is the vertical shaft back up to the rest of Area 2. Like, even if you probably paid attention to where I'm going with all your might, you probably still already got sidetracked and don't know exactly where I am. The only reason I know is because of repetition. I've played this game more than once. And I think that's the only way you will even begin to understand. Speaking of stupid item placement, yeah, that inconspicuous wall that you would not think... Like, the only way you would find that is if you are literally playing this game by, like, bombing every single wall. And if you go off screen, the morph bombs disappear. They don't load, and they don't explode, so you have to actually stay on screen, wait for them to blow up, then put another few down, and they take forever to blow up, so it's just... Why? Why would you do that? But I guess it's harmless, because again, the only thing you're theoretically missing out on is 10 missiles. And there are plenty more missiles in this game. Ones that aren't hidden so cryptically. I did not want to get rid of all of those at once, because now I have to climb this part again. But it's fine, it's fine. It's honestly fine. Anywho, while I just hold the forward, I'll take a look at my messages, don't mind me. Riveting gameplay, I know. I promise Super Metroid will be a lot more fun. I already did a video of it on the channel. It'll be a lot more fun. I need to kill this guy. And that's the last of the Metroids in Area 2. We're only in Area 2. I kinda wish we were further. It hasn't even been... We haven't hit the 2-hour mark yet. I thought we hit that a bit of a ways ago. So that's interesting. Guess time really does go slow when you're not having fun, because I'm not having fun with this game. No, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I'm shitting you. Not as much as I wish I were. Like, I'd honestly, again, I just want to get to Super Metroid. That's why this is kind of a whatever stream, almost. Metroid 1, I kind of care about a bit more, but Metroid 2, it's like, alright. Actually, no, I'm usually back and forth. Sometimes I think Metroid 1 is more fun, sometimes I think Metroid 2 is. Anywho, that guy had a power-up. It doesn't actually tell you what it is, unlike the other power-ups. But it's okay, I know what it is. This is the Spring Ball, which allows you to jump in Morph Ball mode. A lot more useful than it sounds. It doesn't sound all that useful, trust me, it's pretty useful. You get it pretty early in the game, too, which completely threw me off. Because in Super Metroid, it's like one of the last things you get, upgrade-wise. Anywho, here's a missile that I sometimes forget, so I made extra sure to keep it in mind. Oh boy, yeah. So yeah, that area, also these enemies have a very weird design. I'm not gonna say anything, but it's okay, they're gone. So yeah, now we're just making our way to Area 3, because the lava should have drained. And look at this, that it did. That it did. Now, Area 3 arguably is probably the largest area in the game. So once we're done with that, I feel like I can breathe a little easier, knowing that we'll be almost done at that point. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. But yeah, for now we haven't gotten there yet. We're still doing this, so we're just gonna have to roll with it, you know? Actually, I don't want to go that way yet. That's where all the Metroids are. Actually, I want to get all these nifty upgrades that are up top first. Look at the high jump boots. They're so useful in this game. I don't know why. I really wish Samus moved a bit faster, too. It certainly feels like she moves slower than she does in Metroid 1. That could just be my imagination or the zoomed in frame making me think that, but I don't know, it feels very sluggish. I think that's the best word to describe it. And climb all the way up here. And we're about to come across another new upgrade that is unique to Metroid 2. Or at least I should say originated in Metroid 2, because it does get featured in later games. And that is the space jump, which many might consider to be a very broken item. I thought so too, until I realized once again we're traveling through a bunch of interconnected cavern systems with ceilings. So it really isn't all that broken. It is a well, I mean, look at it. Yep, it's an infinite jump, essentially. There's a bit of a rhythm you have to get in order to make it work, but I mean, it's an infinite jump, all right. Go up there, and we're gonna head this way. Some goodies to get in here, so we're gonna go ahead and grab those first. Oh no, see, I'm singing now. Cannot allow that. No, we cannot. Open that up. And there was one time I played this game and I managed to soft lock myself by falling through the floor here. So I'm gonna hope that doesn't happen. Because otherwise we have a lot of backtracking to do. Okay, thank God. I don't know what I did differently that time or what caused it, but like the screen was scrolling incorrectly as I fell down into this pit. And then I ended up falling into the wall or the floor right there, and I could not get out. It was a dead game. And the last time I had saved, to my knowledge, was at the start of Area 2 that time, so it was not a pleasant experience. I basically just turned the game off and said, you know what, do this another day. Because every time I've ever played Metroid 1 or 2, aside from my first playthroughs, I've done them in one sitting. I mean, I know I had the password system, but with Metroid 1 I kinda had to. NES game and all. I actually have the physical cartridge for Metroid 1 on the NES. I don't have Metroid 2, but I am hoping to get Super Metroid physical copy pretty soon. I think I ordered it. Should be coming at some point or another. So that'll be pretty exciting. Play out with a real Super Nintendo controller, get the real deal, the real action. I don't know, there's something really nice about that kind of thing for me. Our first new beam of this game! This is the Spazer. And it is essentially a wider... It's a wider beam, basically. It fires 3 little beams. So yeah, pretty cool. That's another power-up that originates in this game that you may or may not have been aware of. Because most of these things come back in Super Metroid. Unless you're the Spider Ball, then you're shit out of luck. You don't come back. Literally until the 3D games. I don't think the Spider Ball is in any other 2D Metroid game. And I'm not counting the remake of this game for the Nintendo 3DS, which I don't know. It doesn't really look that... It doesn't look bad, but I don't know. It doesn't really look like a Metroid game to me. I mean, like, I'm sure it has a lot of Metroid elements, but like the melee mechanic that they expect you to use on every enemy. I don't know. I don't think it's that interesting. I don't think Metroid really needed that. But I mean, what do I know? I'm not a game designer. They probably saw something valuable in that game design that I didn't. So. Yeah. Anyways, we're fighting another Gamma Metroid. What else is new? This game's very monotonous. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Metroid 1 isn't that much better, but at least, I don't know. Anywho, we're getting rid of our Spazer immediately and replacing it with the Plasma Beam. Yeah. Blink and you'll miss it. We had the Spazer for all of, like, 1 minute. Plasma Beam is the strongest beam in the game, as tradition would have it. And it will continue to be the strongest beam in every Metroid game. Unless you really... No, I'm not even gonna go there. So yeah, we're almost done with Area 3. Well, are we? Because we have to go up here, get the energy tank, and then we have to kill all the Metroids in the southern region of the map. We're close to halfway. Can I use the Spider Ball, please? Thank you. Yikes. Yeah, based on time, it doesn't look like we'll be getting to Super Metroid tonight. But that's okay. Because I feel like it'd be better to have a little bit of build-up to my favorite Metroid game in the series. I don't know, just feels right. And considering how... depending on how quickly I beat Super Metroid, we might do Fusion immediately after. Then after that, we'll do some other games. We'll probably do Donkey Kong Country or Mario 64 or something. And then we'll go back to Metroid. We'll probably do Metroid Prime. And that'll take probably 1 or 2 sessions on stream. And after that, it'll be Zero Mission, and then I think I'll finish things off with AM2R, the fan remake of this game. Why? I don't know. I just feel like it, okay? I think it's a good game. I think it's an excellent remake. Well, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Oh, that's a space jump. I don't know what's up with this music. I know I was talking about it earlier, but like... this isn't what immediately comes to mind when I think of atmospheric, foreboding Metroid music. Like, I don't know what this is. It works for some people, though. The people who do genuinely love this game, and I don't mean like just like it, I mean like love this game. They're like, yeah, it totally works. And it's like, alright, I believe you, I believe you. I personally don't see it, but I don't know. It just makes me laugh more than anything. Anywho, refill our health right there. And we're gonna refill our missiles in just a second as well. And then we'll head on to Area 4. Or actually, no. I forgot, we still have to get rid of the Metroids. That is the main goal of this game, exterminate the Metroids. Oh, silly me. Oh, fuck you. Who told you to stand right there? I didn't. 210 missiles? Okay, we're on track for 100%. Not that I had too much doubt. But I mean, it's nice to just confirm it. I don't know if the chat's working. I just said that earlier. I hope it's working. Although I don't really know how to check. I don't know if that's a thing I can do. If there is a way I can do it, then I don't know. I'm just dumb. Anywho. I'm gonna head on east this way, because this is where all the Metroids are camping out. Oh, no. I want that save point. Take me to that save point. Thank you. I know we just saved, but it... Better safe than sorry. Like, come on. Anywho. Another Gamma Metroid, take him out. You know the drill. Oh, that was kind of cool. I don't know what I just did there. It looked cool, though. And he is dead. Actually, I can just shoot these. I don't know why I put a bomb down. This place can be kind of a bit of a maze because there are some places that are only one-way exits. So that's a bit dumb. But thankfully, I will not be lost. I do know my way around this area pretty well. And look, finally we have a visually distinct-looking set piece. Like, look at this. I know, it's the Game Boy, but I mean, they could have afforded to be a little bit more, I guess, detailed. I don't know. That's my biggest complaint with Metroid 2. I think it's a fine enough game, it's just so easy to get lost in, because everything just looks the same. I mean, you know, this ain't no Super Metroid, I'll tell you that much. Oh no. I forget whether... Are they all Gamma Metroids in this section, or are there some Alpha ones too? I don't remember. I think they're... Oh, actually, we just fought an Alpha Metroid. What am I saying? Sometimes I just let my mind wander, because otherwise I'll just go mad if this game is the only thing I have my attention drawn to. I definitely don't recommend doing this in one sitting. So what am I doing? I'm doing it in one sitting. Of course. It's fine, it's fine. And there's another Gamma. God, there's only... The Metroid counter does drop fairly quickly when you're not paying attention to it. There's only... After we kill this guy, there's only going to be 18 left in the game. Once we kill once we kill that last one, that's all she wrote. That's the end of the game. So, you know. I think that's a pretty cool way to judge how far you are. I mean, ultimately how far you are in the game depends on how explorative you are. Because you could be like me and go for every item, or you could just be like, fuck that, I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna find the Metroids, kill them. And honestly, either or works. There is no right way to play this game. Oh god, no. Well, there is a wrong There is a wrong way, and that's what I'm doing right there. I don't know what the hell that was about. How many did there? 2 left. Okay, there's 2 left in this area. Just had to make sure. I don't want to miss anything. Well, I can't afford to miss anything. Literally, like, that's the objective of the game, is kill every last Metroid. I mean, at least there's a decent number. There's 39 in the game. There's not, like, 100. Even though 100 would make a lot more sense, given that this is an entire planet full of the goddamn things. But hey, I'm not complaining. I believe the last one is right here. Yep, there he is. Pump him full of missiles and let's get out of here. I mean, Samus doesn't look as weird as she does in Metroid 1, but her sprite is a bit lanky. I will say. I think it's wasn't until Super Metroid where they really kind of got her design nailed down in sprite form. But I mean, she looks good in this game. I just, you know, better than Metroid 1. I don't know. Anywho, the earthquake should tell you that another area has opened up, so that's where we're headed. Finally, some music. Not gonna be hearing it for very long, though. I regret to inform you. What else? What's different? What haven't I talked about yet? I've talked about most of the differences between this game and Metroid 1. I think I have. I talked about all the new upgrades, control. Well, actually, I haven't gone too much into control, but I mean, what else? What is there to explain, really? I wish I had some interesting trivia about Metroid 2. I kinda don't, though. I mean, I have some interesting things to say about Super Metroid, definitely, but Metroid 2? I don't know. Metroid 2 is a game. That's all I have to say, really. Okay, well, I guess I can comment on this. We're in what I consider to be Area 4 of the game. Area 4 and 5 to me are like a little bit of a breather, because essentially, it's just a long corridor with a Metroid at the end. There's no branching paths. It's just kind of a nice break between Area 3 and Area 5 or 6. I don't know what to call it. I'll call it Area 6, I guess. If these areas have actual names to them, I would love to know, but as far as I'm aware, there are no names for these areas. AM2R gives them names, so that's something nice. Yeah, see, there's already another earthquake. Area 4 and 5 are just kind of little mini caverns, I guess. I don't know. I can only make this game so interesting. So we're gonna take a shortcut. Well, not a shortcut, just a faster, not even platform to this. I can take the damage. I have plenty of energy tanks. Although that noise is a bit obnoxious, so maybe I won't do that next time. I apologize for that. Okay, maybe don't get hit by the bat like a dunce also. That might be nice. So you notice the lava didn't actually drain. So what the hell? Where do I go? Well, actually, there's a different pool of lava that got drained over near Area 3. Ah, see? Tricky Dicky, that's how they get you. Did it fool me? Maybe? I actually don't remember. I don't remember much about my first playthrough of Metroid 2. If that tells you anything. God, Metroid 1, like, went by so fast on stream. I feel like the majority of the stream has just been me talking about Metroid 2 and playing Metroid 2, because, I mean, again, when you know what to do, you can beat Metroid 1 in literally less than an hour. That's exactly what I did. This game, on the other hand, maybe it is an hour long, but it doesn't feel that way. It really doesn't. And the in-game timer isn't actually very accurate because the in-game timer doesn't account for certain things like pausing or screen transitions or enemy battle intros. It only really counts the parts where you are physically in control of Samus, which makes sense. I think that's fair. But it's not accurate. Anywho, here's the Metroid. Yeah, basically this game really is a Game Boy game, and it shows. It shows that this was made on the Game Boy indeed. I mean, this is very clearly a game that was meant for, like, long car rides. You know, you're got your Game Boy, you're gonna go visit your uncle across town, or out of town, or whatever, and, you know, just sit in the car, play some Metroid 2, see what you can find, explore, and, yeah, that's pretty much it, because you can get lost pretty easily in this game, like I've been saying earlier. So, you know, that will probably, you know, take what makes a game that technically is 2 hours to complete or so, makes it like 15. Well, maybe not 15. Probably like 10 or 8. Maybe 5 if you're really good. Anywho, we'll kill this last guy, and then we will be all set for Area 6. Yeah, like I said, this is just kind of a bit of a breather section in the game, which I think is nice. I actually kind of like that. That is a genuinely good game design thing that I have to say about it. Because, God, if I had to explore another area that was as big as the last one, like, ugh. And he's dead. And we have a missile refill right here. Thank goodness. Oh, I feel pins and needles on my hand. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. My hands feel weird. By the way, do you like the space jump noise? Because I sure do. It's great. Actually, I'm not going to complain about it yet, because we haven't gotten the screw attack, and the screw attack replaces the sound effect with a much more annoying sound. I mean, it sounds cool, like, the first time you hear it, but you're going to be jumping, like, 1,000 times throughout this game, and... no, not good. Anyway. I'm gonna head left, because that first pool of lava that we saw that didn't get filled, or that didn't get drained, now it is drained. So there's a bit of a back and forth thing going on here. That's the only time in the game that happens, so it's just one of those things that I think was just meant to trip you up or change things, I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know. I guess it makes it interesting, I don't know. As interesting as you can make Metroid 2 for the Game Boy. I don't mean to sound like I'm not having fun. I do enjoy this game. I enjoy it more than most, as I've said plenty of times earlier on the stream. But it definitely has aged. It definitely has. I'm not gonna try to defend it and pretend like it hasn't. Just because I have a greater tolerance for this kind of game doesn't mean the general audience will. And you can't expect them to. It's just kind of how things are. Super Metroid, on the other hand, I think Super Metroid holds up incredibly well. I think anybody, almost anyone, can pick that game up. No problem. That just... My fucking missile went straight through that. What the hell? Okay. That was weird. But yeah, as I was saying, Super Metroid, I think, is such a fantastically designed game. It doesn't really matter whether you even like games from this era. I think anyone could have fun with it. The only thing I will say about Super Metroid is that it does require that you have some pretty good observation skills. Like, more so than if you were playing a Zelda game. Like, you have to really pay attention to your map, and you have to, like... Because the thing about it is the map isn't... The maps that you get in Super Metroid, and in any other Metroid game, for that matter, the way it works is they aren't filled out all the way. They give you a general filling of the map, and you have to find all the secret areas yourself. But what you do is you look at the map, you look at the way certain rooms could potentially connect, and you basically use that to narrow down where the secret passageways might be. And it requires you to actually think. And I think it's a lot more effective than what Zelda does, where there's always a marked wall that you have to bomb or something. Not to say that Zelda is designed poorly, I just think Metroid's design and how it lays out its secrets and puzzles is a bit more, how should I say, engaging, I guess. It requires a lot more from the player, which I think is good. I think that's actually really good. It's a great way to keep you immersed. Oh, I was not ready to fight you guys yet. These are Zeta Metroids, the third evolution of Metroids. Kind of look like Xenomorphs, now that I think about it. And they do put up quite a fight. They take 20 missiles to kill. 20, yeah. But it's okay, I did it. I killed him. We're good. Yeah, those aren't the final evolution of Metroids in this game, but I think they are the most annoying. Because Omega Metroids, which are the next evolution, yeah, they're tough, yeah, they take a lot of missiles, but there is an exploit. There is something you can do to make your time fighting them a bit easier. The Zeta Metroids, though, there is no bullshitting it. You have to just... It's a war of attrition, really. So, yeah. Anyway, earlier I mentioned that this game handles the beam switching a lot better than Metroid 1. That's because this area, which, in case you haven't really gauged by the video, is basically a big tower. Inside the tower, there's a room with different doors that lead to different Chozo statues. Each one holds a different beam in this game, and they're all in close proximity to one another. So it's essentially like an armory, so you can pick up the ice beam, you can pick up the wave beam, spacer, plasma beam, whichever beam you want, in this area. And I think that's nice, in case you feel the need to switch back. Which you will have to at some point. But thankfully there's an easier way to handle that when we get to it. That didn't really make sense the way I structured that sentence, but... Then again, when has my sentence structure ever made sense? I'm trying. But I can't really be grammatically proficient while I'm trying to commentate over a game. I don't have that kind of skill. And I know the argument to that is, well, then don't stream games. I mean, fuck you, I can do what I want. Anyway. Here's another really, really asinine secret. Right, oh, wait. There you go, right there. You're not missing much, again, but it's like, come on, man. Why do shit like that? It's not nice. There we go. And an energy tank. So that is nice. That is pretty nice. Oh wait, I actually did not want to go down there yet. I actually wanted to go up here, because there is a Gamma Metroid across this chasm, I believe. There's kind of a nice little detail that I didn't really notice until someone pointed it out, but as you get further into this game, the Metroids start hiding out in more, like, reclusive spots of the cavern system. So, like, as you can see now, the Metroids are kind of burrowing. They're kind of burrowing behind these really dangerous spiked hallways and such. And I thought, wow, that's actually a really nice detail in the world layout that actually makes sense. The other thing that was pointed out to me is that the further into this game you go, the less and less of the wildlife, like the natural wildlife of this planet, you start to see, which kind of is a narrative way of saying, like, oh, the Metroids are basically, the deeper into the planet you go, the more into Metroid territory you are. They kind of own this place. No other life form can even really survive here. Which is, you know, really nice, because, you know, as the story goes, Metroids are the basically apex predator of this planet, as well as many other planets that they inhabit. So it's pretty cool. I actually really like that detail. And yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. This is a pitch black maze. Really, really stupid idea. I don't like it, but thankfully it's very small, and we're already out of it, so it's good. Much like Metroid 1, there's a maximum number of energy tanks you can have. There's only 5 you can have at a time. There is that 6th one that I just picked up, but just like Metroid 1, all it does is refill your health if you pick it up, so... I don't understand what the whole deal with that is, but I mean, it's not a big deal. I think the game gives you plenty enough health to get by. Anywho, for the first time we're actually traveling inside of the tower, because there's a rather familiar upgrade we will be getting here. It's a fan favorite. Props to Metroid 2, they actually give it to us a lot later than they give it to us in Metroid 1. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that, because in Metroid 1 you can kind of pick up items however you want to. There isn't really a set path, if you will. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, there it is, there's the Chozo statue. Let's go pick up whatever it has for us. Yes, unfortunately you do have to bomb these. You can't shoot through them. Bombs take forever to blow up. It's fine. Ah, I recognize that symbol. It is the screw attack. Indeed. Finally, reunited at last. And don't get too comfortable, though, because it makes the stupidest fucking noise I've ever heard. Okay, like, it sounds cool the first time you hear it, but it ain't gonna sound cool when I'm jumping, like, 50 more times in this game. Come on. Anyway. Yeah, I haven't been a whole lot of interaction with chat going on this stream. I hope that's just because no one is chatting, not because the chat isn't working, as I said earlier, because that is one of my concerns. I want to make sure I'm not just a dunce and I didn't, you know, I didn't forget to do something. I don't think I did, but you never know. Anywho, that is the last missile expansion. There are only 250 missiles in this game. Yeah. Actually, wait. So we have the screw attack. I think we have every item in the game. Yeah, I think we do. How about that? Yay! Let's... I don't know how I would celebrate, but... I guess a little victory. Do a little victory dance. There we go. That's your celebration. Yeah, like, listen to this. Isn't that great? Oh, it's so riveting. I think this is the last Metroid of this area. Let me check my, Yeah, it's the last Metroid. And it's a Zeta. Getting inside a sand hallway where it's really claustrophobic. So this is actually a bit of a kind of annoying. But don't worry, I'll kill him. I'll kill him. Oh, you can't shoot them from underneath, I forgot. You can only shoot them from the front or back. Although good luck hitting them in the back. Because they basically always face you. Actually, I don't know if you can hit him in the back. I know Omega Metroids can be shot in the back. Because that deals a lot more damage to them than shooting the front. Which is an interesting detail. Alright, Earthquake indicated that we're done with this area, and we're actually getting close to the end of the game. We're actually kind of coming up on the end game. Finally, God, it feels like forever. I don't know. It felt... Okay, I want to go back up because I want to refill my health. There's an energy refill where we fought that Gamma Metroid. It's right up here. Yeah, it's right down there. Climb it. There we go, that's more like it. And now we're in pretty good shape for the rest of the game. Only 6 Metroids left to kill. Where could they be? The lack of music, again, it has its pros and cons. On the one part, it does make this feel very atmospheric, like I said earlier, but at the same time, I feel like you could have had a few more tracks here and there. Maybe even just some beat boops. I mean, I know you can't really create ambience with the Game Boy sound chip, but you could at least, I don't know, put something. They do sometimes, just, I don't know. There could have been a bit more, I feel. But whatever. So yeah, we're coming up on the end of this game pretty soon. And was it 2:52 a.m. for me? Yeah, we're probably not doing Super Metroid today. But like I said, I'm not upset about that in the slightest. I am definitely more than happy to have Super Metroid be dedicated its own stream. I think it works well for the schedule. Anywho, do I go up? I think I go up. I don't remember. Yeah, no, this is definitely the right way. Climb up. Are you sick of that screw attack noise yet? Maybe if I just stop bringing attention to it, I'll just not think about it. And surprise, surprise, this is actually an Alpha Metroid. We haven't fought one of these for a while. On account of them being pathetically easy. But there were two Metroid, sacks, or eggs, not eggs, I don't know what I'd call those, just empty husks, I guess. Anywho, if you come this way, you'll find that we've actually been blocked in. The lava actually rose for once. So literally there's nowhere else to go but back the way we came. And hope we find another way out. Which I get the feeling we will. Why do I get that feeling? I don't know. And now, ooh. What the fuck is that? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most dangerous evolutionary phase of Metroid. This is the Omega Metroid. It takes a whopping 40 missiles to kill. 40. However, if you shoot it in the back, it does significantly more damage. I think 15 shots to the back is enough to kill it. So, it's not all bad. But these guys are pretty mean. They are pretty mean. And AM2R, the fan remake of this game, actually turns them into like full-on boss fights, which I think is both pretty cool and pretty terrifying. So, you know, it works. Anyway, now that we killed him, the lava has indeed drained again, and we are free to make our way back out. And with that, actually a little bit further, just a little further, I think, is where the final area of the game is. Right, this... I think we just have one more lava pit to cross. Yikes. I mean, if there's one thing I could say about this game, is that even though it is a bit monotonous, it's at least, I guess, kind of relaxing. You don't have to worry about the game changing too much. You just kind of sit down, travel about. So I guess it succeeds at that, whether or not it was trying to. Then again, I guess you won't be all that relaxed if you're, like, lost and don't know where to go. Anywho, spooky music indicates we are in the final area of the game. And it's packed with Omega Metroids, as the final area of the game should be. Have the toughest enemies in the game, I would hope. So yeah, what say you? Let's go in and take them all out. After we climb that ridiculously long vertical shaft. And I believe the first Omega Metroid is down this way. See, this is nice. This is like one of the only visually distinct areas in the game. Like, we've not seen these weird bubble things yet. Why couldn't more of the game be like this? It would have benefited so much from it. But whatever, it is what it is. Anyway, Omega Metroid. Time to die. I like the sound they make. They're like, ow! It actually sounds like they're like screaming like, it's like a wince of pain. Like, ow, what the fuck, man? What did I do to you? Simple, exist. And just like that, he's dead. Only 3 Metroids to go. Oh man. Oop, I didn't mean to stop. So yeah, in case you haven't picked up on it by now, Space Jump more or less gets rid of all platforming challenge in this game. As you'd imagine when you put an infinite jump in your video game. And you travel down this way. Oh, actually, no. I'm jumping the gun a bit. That's where the final boss will be. Final boss is that way. But we can't go there yet because we have at least We have the rest of the Metroids in here to kill. So kill them we shall. Next one is this way. Still continuing that trend of like them burrowing deeper into the caverns. I never really gave much credit. I'll be honest. I never gave much credit to how much storytelling this game does with just its world design. So it's a shame it kind of gets glossed over with the whole outdated Game Boy elements of the game. I mean, then again, I guess that's why this game warranted a remake. The first game got a remake, why not the second one? The only other Metroid game that actually needed it. You know? And he's dead. That counter's dropping down pretty fast. I wish Samus could move faster. I really do wish she was faster, but I can't do anything about this. So, you know. I'll kill him, though. Nope, not gonna sing. I keep getting tempted into singing, but I must not. I must resist the temptation. Anyway. Hello, you. Time to die. I just don't give a shit at this point, really. I have 2 energy tanks worth of energy. I can take the hits. If there's a way to no damage these guys, I've never figured it out. Man, this guy's putting up a bit of a fight, though. I will say that. But alas, that is the last of the Omega Metroids dead. Only 1 Metroid remains. The earthquake indicates that that pathway is opened up. So why don't we head that way? I think that sounds like a great idea. I think that sounds like the way of progression. Or death, one of the two. Here we go. This game definitely feels a lot longer than it actually is. God, I bet it's even longer. I bet it feels even longer just watching it. I don't know. I actually really don't know. I've only ever watched one playthrough of this game, and I honestly don't remember how it felt to me. Anywho, as I foreshadowed earlier, we are now in the final corridor. Or, I guess the lead-in to the final corridor of the game. Face off with the final boss, whoever it is. I am kind of excited to get this wrapped up because, I don't know, my arms are kind of killing me. I don't know why. I don't normally feel like this when I play games, but for some reason my hands just aren't feeling it today. This game isn't even this game doesn't even require you to do any like tricky inputs or anything. It's pretty basic in terms of control. But I mean, I don't know. Man, they really want to build up the final boss. I mean, we're just going around and around. Like, sheesh, I get it. At least it's a distinct set piece. Like, it definitely makes this area of the game kind of memorable. That combined with the fact that there are literally no enemies in this area, further showing the whole Metroid have taken over kind of storyline. Anywho, it's a save point. That's a good sign. Can I please get out of the goop of death? Climb way up here. And an energy refill and a missile refill. I wonder if we're having some sort of big boss encounter. Just a stretch of the imagination. Oh no. We come up this way. There is one final Chozo statue up this way, but it has been defaced, as you can see. And it contains the ice beam. You're probably thinking, why? Why does it contain the worst beam in the game? Or the first beam that we ever got? Well, because, much like Metroid 1, we need the ice beam in order to take on the things that lie ahead. What's this? Actual music? Yikes. This is also a rather distinct set piece. I mean, I would hope so. This is the final little corridors of the game. That's an egg. And our Metroid counter just spiked up. What's that about? Oh shit. Yep, original Metroids are back. And they're as they're as annoying as ever. You have to freeze them with the ice beam, take them out with 5 missiles. So, let's do this. Oh, can you? Oh shit. Okay. There we go. We got it. Oh shit. Get off me. Please get off me. Okay. That is always so freaky whenever they latch onto you. Oh. That was probably not the best way to do that. But, I mean, care not about the method, just the result. Okay, that was actually, I didn't think he was going to let go. We're almost there. Come on. A little jelly rain. And that's the last of the original Metroids. So what's left? Let's find out. Welcome to the final boss, the Queen Metroid. And she's a bit ruthless. The only thing that can even begin to harm her are missiles. So if you run out of missiles, you're screwed. Thankfully, there's a passage down at the bottom that you can crawl out of in case of emergencies. And drop some morph ball bombs into her stomach. Take her out a lot faster. Oh, actually, I take it back. My health is draining rather quickly. Never really paid attention to my health, but yes. We're getting a bit dangerously low. Okay, but she's dead. And with that, the Metroids have been exterminated. Except... what is this? It's a baby. It doesn't seem like a harm to it. It doesn't seem like a threat to us, so let's just go along. Seems like it wants to follow us. And the baby Metroid is clearing the way for us. How nice of it. This is an interesting revelation, or change in, or whatever. I don't know if that was the right word to use for this context. Oh, he got stuck on the wall. I've never seen that happen, that's pretty funny. Oh, look at the night sky. Let's climb on into the stars. And if we head down this way, you'll notice we actually make our way. We've come full circle, as it seems. Yeah, we're back at the beginning of the game. That's our ship. Let's climb aboard. And thus concludes Metroid 2. We exterminated the Metroids, we were successful in the mission, and we found a baby Metroid companion. So now all that's left is to see what ending I got. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got the best ending. It's not like Metroid 1, where the timing is actually really cruel. I really like Samus's sprite. I think this is the most detailed she's looked up to this point in the series. At least in-game. I also really like this credits theme. I don't know if I like it more than Metroid 1's, but it's a good credits theme. I like it. I probably shouldn't sing. So, yeah, what time are they? 3:11? Yeah, Super Metroid will definitely be doing next time. Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion are probably going to be combined into one stream, much like Metroid 1 and 2 were combined here. And then, after that, we'll probably do, I've been thinking of either Donkey Kong Country, Mario 64, or maybe even the original Mario games, the original trilogy. I haven't thought about it yet, but we'll find out. Then after that, we'll do Metroid Prime, however long that takes, and we'll do Zero Mission and AM2R, which will probably be one stream as well. And there she is. We beat the game. There's Samus. And 1 hour and 26 minutes. See, yeah, the game definitely took longer than an hour and a half. At least it feels that way. But yeah, thus concludes the stream. It was that was a lot of fun, I will admit. So yeah, I'm kind of glad we got that out of the way, because up next, we can only go up from here. It's next to Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion. And as I've said many times, Super Metroid is my favorite in the series. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm also going to probably be a bit sad once I do finish it. But I mean, that's how it goes. So, that being said, I will go ahead and conclude the stream. Good night. Thank you all of you who tuned in. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Hope you had a good time. And yeah, see you for Super Metroid next time.